Likutei Hilchos Bircot Hashachar, the blessing of the dawn, Halacha Hey, number 5. So we said that Korach made this huge mistake, because when he disputed Moshe Rabbeinu, he saw that there will be 24 guards of Levites coming out of him. Is it possible that my grandchildren, are going to be, singing on the Beis Hamikdash and I'm going to be lost? But he made a mistake. Because of that, because he made a machlokes against Moshe Rabbeinu by relying on the schus of the 24 guards of Levites, and those 24 guards of Levites, which are the 24 heavenly courts, houses of judgment, they brought him down. Because when you don't sweeten the dinner that comes from the side of Levi, so Adrabah, all the Sitracha jumps, is hanging on that. They're all, the Sitracha is a trickling down result of the original dinner. This is Veikach Korach took. So the uncle says Vispaleg, that he split. He wanted to split the 24 Beit Dinim, the 24 guards of Levites from Moshe, who represents the supernal favor, the supernal desire, and from Aaron HaKohen. V'zeu veikach Korach ben Yitzhak ben Kehaz ben Levi. He says, and Korach, and then taken Korach, the son of Yitzhak, the son of Kehaz, the son of Levi, V'lo nisko ben Yaakov, it does not say the son of Yaakov. Ki Yaakov bikesh al zeh. Midrash Rabbah says that Yaakov Avinu has asked the Kodesh Baruch Hu to save him for that. Ki Korach pagam me'oid me'oid. The damage that Korach did was extremely, extremely high, because he was able to put in a doubt on the highest volition, the highest desire, the highest favor, until he was mamash poigim in the kedusha of his ancestors. They were all unbelievable tzaddikim, and they are the ones who brought down the illumination of the Ratzon from one generation to the next. And he damaged all of them. He wanted mamash to negate everything that they did, until the Pagam went all the way to Levi. All the way back to Levi. And Baldova wanted that he would also damage Hashachar, the Kedusha of Yaakov. Now, Kedusha of Yaakov already contains all the 12 tribes, all the 70 Nefesh Bes Yaakov, Nefesh Bes Yaakov. It is the 70 offsprings of Yaakov when he came to Mitzrayim, which is the source and the root for entire Am Yisrael. And all the 3 tzaddikim that are included in the supernal Ratzon, which is Yosef, Moshe, and David, they all came out of Yaakov. The Kulam Yotzim Mimenu. Ki Metzach HaNachash, that brazenness, the forehead of the Nachash, Shenechaz B'Korach, they took hold of Korach. Ritzoyno Elatil Pagam, it wanted to put a damage, Gam B'Shoresh HaRatzon, also the very root of the Ratzon itself, K'mo sheKosov, as is written there. Av Yaakov Bikesh Rachamim al Zeh. Yaakov has asked Rachmanis on this. So that his name will not be mentioned, on the machlokes of Korach. שלא יהיה להם כוח להטיל פגם שם חס ושלום. They should not be able to put, to damage there חס וחלילה. אבל כן צירוף, that's the reason he put together שמעון ולוי יחד, ויספלל בסודם אל תבוא נפשי. In their secret, their, conspiracies, let my nefesh not be there. What is Shimon and Levi? Shimon is Kamasi Zimri was Shevet Shimon. Zimri was from and in their gathering, in their assembly, don't put my honor there, don't put my cover there. Ki Shimon also with 24 Batei Dinim. That's why, because of the Ma'aseh Zimri, 24,000 people died. Again, 24. It's all 24,000 people. Dafka 24. And that's why he said, "Achalkem b'Yaakov afitza b'Yisrael." I'll disperse them in Am Yisrael. That the children of Shimon, Bnei Shimon, will be aniyim mekabelei tzedakah. They would all be poor people that are receiving tzedakah. Bnei Levi, also Bnei Levi, they were also יקבלו כל הצדקה של תרומס ומעשרות, they're all תרומס ומעשרות. ובזה רוב הזתיקון וכל הנוש הוא על ידי צדקה. And with this, he alluded to the tikkun of the whole thing, of the damage that they have applied on this supernal desire is through tzedakah. Tzedakah is the tikkun for everything. And all this, זה בחינות תפילה. This constitutes the tefillah. עיקר בחינות התפילה is galus הרצון. The main galus of the tefillah is the galus of the ratzon. It says, and me, אני תפילות לך השם es ratzon. My tefillah to you Hashem is a time of ratzon. בחינת באס רצון אני שיחו. In the time of ratzon I have answered you. בחינת יהיו לרצון ימי פי והגיעו לבי לפניך השם צורי וגואלי. This is the union of putting together the Geula and Tefillah, the redemption and Tefillah, that we says, Yula Ratzon Yimepi V'Gion L'Mi L'Fanecha Hashem Tzuri V'Goali, and he says to write together with Nitzmach Hazeh Ya'ancha Hashem B'Yom Tzara, Hashem will answer you the day of Tzara. What Shavu Chazal, Kol Zeh B'chinas Pidyon. All this is that Pidyon. Ki Ken Derech Tzadikim Amiti. This is the way of the true Tzadikim. Hayodim Lasot Pidyon. שמסתחילו עושים פדיון על פי כוונותיהם הקדושות. First of all, they do pidyon according to their holy, meditations. שעל ידי זה ממתיקים כל הדינים. This is how they sweeten all the dinim שבכל 24 בתי dinim. All the 24 houses of judgment. וממשיכים בחינס אורס הרצון. And they bring about an influx of the illumination of the favor of the desire. This is the main redemption. And then they daven whatever tefillah they need on this particular sick person. It's all the pidyonis that is brought about in all the Heilige Sfarim. It's all like that. This is also the kloliest, the order of the tefillah is like this. Tchila the kriyashma b'chaseo, through kriyashma and the brachas before and after. You go all the way up to the supernal ratzon, supernal desire. Umamshichim ha'oes ha'ratzon anal, and you bring about the illumination of the ratzon. Al dei zeh nasa b'chinas pidyon, and this affects the redemption of a pidyon. מבחינת תוקף הדינים, שזה עיקר תיקון כל סדר התפילה בקורבנס, הפסוקת הזמר וקריאת שמע וברכוסיה. It is all the entire seder from Korbanos and the Psukkah the Zimmer, after the Kishma and all the brachas, everything, the entire seder is to sweeten all the dinim. Psukkah the Zimmer has been shown the Zamir Aritzim, the annihilator of of tyrants. You know, the clipper that they have to clip bushes,
Yeah.
it's called mazmera, because it clips.
Yeah.
And it's called lismor. Lismor is to clip, is to so mizmor, psuka de zimra is the psukim that they cut the dinim, they nale the dinim. They're all of them is all antik adinim and to illuminate the rotzen until you come to the brachas emes v'yotziv, which is the bracha of the geula. Until you finish in Gal Yisrael, which is the pidyon. You produce the geula. You know, this is the redemption and salvation. That's why in the meditations of Arizal it is said in the bracha of Emes v'Yatziv, you are elevating, you are ascending all the way up to the chamber of favor, the chamber of Ratzon. Kishan Iker Geula V'Pidyon. This is the place where redemption takes place. Immediately, you have to, you go to Geula, you have to put the tefillah right next to it. Immediately after you're making a pidyon and you sweeten all the dinim, and you all the way up to the chamber of the Ratzon. That's the way that you pidyon. If you pidyon, then you're done. As daika ikir is galus harotzon b'shleimus niflo. Dafka the tefillah is the thing that illuminates the Ratzon in tremendous perfection. The whole kavana of HaKadosh Baruch Hu when he created the world, and the leading and the existence of the world, that leads the world and sustains it with his ratzon because he wants to. Everything is for this purpose. For the awesomeness of the sanctity of the tefillos from Israel. Hashem created the entire world and everything in it only for Israel. As Chazal said many, many times, that Am Yisrael will be tzaddikim, that they will rule in his world, and will lead the entire world according to the way they want. And the main, what does it mean that they will rule the way they want? Not that they will make the best movies in Hollywood, or they will own Facebook and Google. Not that, but through tefillah, they should have koyach through the tefillah to change nature, to change all the set of nature that the Kodesh Baruch Hu leads the world with. They can change everything through that tefillah. And even though the order of nature itself, HaKadosh Baruch Hu leads it according to his ratzon, you don't see it blatantly. You believe HaKadosh Baruch Hu runs the world the way he wants, but you don't see it. Why? Because things repeat themselves. So we are lulled into a false sense of security, a false sense of thinking, okay, there's nature going on. When Am Yisrael are davening, they change nature the way they want to. Everybody sees there's no such thing as teva, as nature. Everything behaves according to the Rasul HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He gave everything to Am Yisrael and to his tzaddikim. That they will lead the world the way they want to. To that tefillah. This is how you change nature. As we saw through Moshe Rabbeinu Olav Hashalom, Shekor Esayam, that tore the sea and brought down the mud. And all tzaddikim afterwards, that Yoshua stopped the sun and Eliyahu, Elisha, Daniel, Hanani, Mishael, and Isaiah, all of them, all the tzaddikim after they did tremendous mafsim, they changed the nature with that tefillah, because tefillah brings about a shinui in the Ratzon, a change in the Ratzon Hashem, so in a way that anybody and everybody can see it. וזה בחינת תנאי שייתנה הקדוש ברוך הוא מהים שיבקע לישראל. The Medrash says that Yom HaShishi, you know, the Medrash says that the world made a tnai, with the entire world, you know, that the Yam made a tnai that when Am Yisrael is going to come, it's going to split. That there's nature, sea is going to be, you know, that's the way, water is was forever going to be level, right? But Kadosh Baruch Hu says there's an asterisk. You know, Am Yisrael is going to come out of Mitzrayim. It's supposed to split. It's not. That's the way. That's the Tnai. Har Sinai.
Yeah.
There was a Tnai. There's an asterisk. The entire world. If Am Yisrael accepts the Torah, fine. If not, the entire world goes kaplui. He says that the Meforshim had tremendous problems in explaining these agalatas. אבל באמת זה לא כפשוטו. The truth of the matter is that it's כפשוטו. Hashem is going to create the world will create, the world will behave like that, along those lines. כי באמת הטבע בעצמו הוא רצונו. Nature itself is the will of Hashem. אבל הזהיר את הנוגס הטבע, but he warned the very nature of nature and all the malachim, all the principles which are behind it, הממונים על הוגס העולם הטבע הזאת, שתכף כשיספר לו ישראל, that immediately when Am Yisrael will daven, וירצו לשנות הטבע, that Am Yisrael will daven, and we want to change the teva, they have to do it. They have to do what Am Yisrael wants. And they have to change from sea, you know, to sand, and the sun should stand, and it will have and the fire will have the power to burn with Hanan, Mishael, and Azariah, and the lions won't be able to maul Daniel, because all these nisim and nifloas, you know, they already did. So they mentioned all these, you know, these are all the nisim that we mentioned. But the truth is that there's the koyach of every generation, that tzaddikim have the koyach, tzaddikim in every generation have the koyach to change the nature the way they want. Because this is a precondition Kadosh Baruch Hu put with nature. That if tzaddikim come, and this they can change it. You know, it's only when you start making his bodies, you start talking to Hashem, that you discover true freedom. When you develop a relationship with the Kadosh Baruch Hu, you know, with the koyach of the tzaddik, you have such an intimate give and take with the Kadosh Baruch Hu. I always said it's like this fun that you can have riding into the worst neighborhoods, riding shotgun in a police cruiser, you know, you can go into like the worst of the worst. There's no problem because, you know. When you are talking to Kodesh Baruch Hu, when you are connected to Kodesh Baruch Hu, when you speak to Kodesh Baruch Hu, you can go anywhere. You can go through anything. You're riding shotgun in the world. It's like, total bitachon. Hashem should help us, Hashem should be zeicha to make his benedictus. When you make his benedictus, when you come to talk to Kodesh Baruch Hu, it is always you have this klipa on the door. I don't know what to say, I don't know what to begin, I don't know what to this, I don't know what to that. And you say certain things and you feel stupid and you want to say something, says but Kodesh Baruch Hu knows about it anyhow, and well, I'm going to ask them, I don't know if he's going to give me, he's probably not going to give it to me anyhow. So you're asking it, I'm going to ask for it, I'm going to ask for it. The kitzur, there is this whole glob of gunk, for lack of a better word. It just plugs up the pipe between me and HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And the only way to dislodge it, is by to keep on hacking at it. So the matter is, usually, if you're going to make his benedictus, it usually takes you 20 minutes, maybe even half an hour, to really start talking to Hashem. But you're standing there, you're sitting there, and you go like, did I close the door? Did I lock the door? Did I not lock the door? And what about this guy? I should have told him so and so and so and so. This I'm going to tell him. He's sitting in Kodesh Baruch Hu. You might as well somewhere else. It's also very good, but the tachlis is to talk. To talk. You can't talk, so you talk about that. Look how I can talk, my mind is not here, my mind still, takes me away. I get all fuzzy brained and whatever. And I keep on keep on keeping on, just like, and then, until HaKadosh Baruch Hu has a chorus and he removes the gook, Then it starts flying. Hashem, change the nature of Hashem.